Hey, hey, and welcome to After Hours here at Linda's Electric Quilters.
We are excited that you are joining us tonight. We have some fun little designs to show you from Corey's fabric collection.
Okay, she's tired.
I know.
It's not Corey's fabric collection. It is the new Corey Pearson thread collection.
Yes.
So I'm super duper excited to talk about it. We're going to get in it. We're going to put it on different fabrics. We're going to look at it stitched out.
That was just a way to kind of get their attention.
Really?
Yeah, I knew it was
you were
thread
shocked.
collection.
You were shocking me. I didn't know I had a fabric collection yet.
Yeah,
maybe one day. I really hope so.
Exactly.
That'd
That
be
definitely will get your attention right now. His awesome thread collection that the Filtech Happen Glide put together for him from the favorite colors that he likes that seem to be the most, what would you say, universal?
Most universal. They work really well against so many different types of fabrics, colors of fabrics. It's a great kit, especially if you're looking at, I kind of want to get started in glide and then kind of like those good staple colors. Which ones do I look for?
Yeah.
And this kit has them already pre-packaged, ready to go, and currently is a signed limited edition set.
Exactly. So you must get that, right?
You have to. You have to. I would appreciate it. But before we get started, as always, make sure you are subscribed, liked, and follows to all of the channels, whichever one you are watching at right now. You can do that anywhere on your screen.
I know, right?
All over the place. They're different on every channel.
Exactly, exactly. But we are so glad that you're here watching us from those channels,
Yes.
wherever you're at, and that you're taking time in your evening to spend with us for a few minutes.
Yes.
So let's jump into it. Let's first show the threads, the colors. Say the colors. Let's show how they look stitched out.
Okay.
And then let's give them ideas on the different tops that we have here, how it could look on a different color.
Coolio. All right. Let's start by also looking at the collection itself.
Yeah.
Let's look at the packaging. Let's look at how it all came together and maybe give a little bit of a backstory on it as well.
Okay.
And while we're doing that, I've got to flip one thing over. I think.
All the fun live stuff that you get to do, you get to be a part of with us. So I'm going to let you go over there.
There's always something live that you're going to see here at Linda's. Okay, so this is the Corey Pearson thread collection. This is with the Glide 40 weight thread, and they, again, are 6 of my favorite colors that are prepackaged, and it is available on our website, lindas.com. The link is also in the description below. So it's going to come in this really nice kit for you that you can pop it open and pull out those colors. And we can see them all, and we'll kind of go from, I'll start with number order.
Yep.
Should I go number order?
Yeah, why not?
All right. So the first one in the set that's going to be my favorite is this gray color.
Let's show, as we're showing it, let's show the stitch out on it so it's together.
Okay, even better.
So we show the gray first. And then I don't know which one it is.
It's over here.
Okay.
All right, so we have that gray, and it's really, really pretty. It has a nice hue to it that moves throughout so many different types of fabrics. And this is stitched on black, but the color, if I can get this to focus right properly. There we go. The color blends really nice with it. Gives a little bit of a white hue on really dark fabrics, but it's a good blender across all fabrics. If you're trying to figure out what color I want to put on a quilt top, gray is always a good one to go with, and this one in this kit is amazing to hit with it.
All right, let's do the next one.
So the next one is this kind of blushy color. This works really well across so many different fabric colors, and it's right here on the black. It's going to give you a nice iridescent hue. And have a tad bit like of a pink coral blush tone to it on that, and it blends really, really nicely across fabrics.
Yeah, it really does.
Alrighty. Next one is Old Faithful. Always got to have Old Faithful. So this one is going to give you, again, that iridescent tone, but it's going to have a white undertone. So if you're working with really light fabrics, that one's going to look really, really good.
Yeah, especially like pinks and
purples, pastels.
And we'll put them on some quilts so you can see how it blends in just a second.
And this is just, again, on the black. So on a really dark one, it's almost giving you that white hue, so it's going to help give you those, it's more versatile. So on a darker fabric, you might get that white look, so you're not having to buy extra thread.
There you go.
At that point. All right. Next one is this pastel blue.
Oh, I wouldn't even think that was blue, how it pulls.
It's so cool. All right, so next one is this pastel blue. That looks really, really nice. It's a good color. And again, on the black, it's going to kind of give you that white hue with a blue undertone on that. And trying to get this. There we go. Slight blue undertone there, so it's great if you're working with background, if you're working with like, you know, those sky colors, any types of blues, it pulls together very, very nicely there. Next one is one that when I was starting to put this kit together, when Philtech reached out to me, Mom was a little hesitant when I told her this color, and I don't know why, because I love this color. There she is. You can hear her tripping already. This is a really interesting green. It has kind of a sage moss hue to it, but it also has a white undertone. So even on this black, it gives a very nice, almost olive-looking color. And then when you put it on green itself, it disappears on so many different types of greens.
Yeah, it definitely pulls the color of the green that it needs to pull to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It
I was
eats it up.
surprised when you told me that color.
Eats it up.
All right, and the last one in the collection.
Last but not least is a pastel yellow. If you're getting the hue or getting kind of the idea here for the collection, a lot of these are light pastel, blender, iridescent colors that work really well across so many different types of fabric. And that's kind of the reason why I chose those for this kit. And so that's going to be a light, very, very pale yellow look on this black gray Stonehenge. Blends it together really, really nice, just adds a tad bit of color where you need it.
So now that we've showed them what it looks like on black, let's give them an idea if they were putting it on color, how it could blend in so well.
Okay, which one do we want to start with?
Whatever you want to put on this color, it's right there.
We'll start with this one.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got this quilt. This is made up of a bunch of different gradations from Stonehenge.
So again, if you're just now joining us, we're talking about the Corey Pearson Collection by Glide. It has the 6 colors that he just showed you, and it comes in nice, and he actually signs it too. This isn't signed.
I know, my signed ones are in the back. I
Gotcha.
forgot to grab those.
All right, go ahead and grab that.
All right, so this one, this is with the gradations. So this could play a couple of different roles color-wise, and this is the cool thing about these colors. So with this quilt top, I'll grab that sage green moss that we had. And when I lay that on this quilt top, and let me move the camera, so stay steady with me. When I move the camera, it's picking up those aqua and yellow tones throughout it and gives it that really pretty, you can see it kind of shining in the light. That's the cool thing about Glide too. It has those trilobal fibers, so it helps refract the light. And that picks up those beautiful colors around it. Even in the brown, let me pull this all the way. Even in the brown and in the yellows, that green color that I have in the collection eats up what's around it and would be beautiful for an overall quilting job if you want to do it on this, or even some pretty cool custom work in those certain sections.
Nice.
Let's go with, let's come back to here.
Yeah.
We'll do this one. We haven't done this one yet.
Okay.
All right, so we looked at the green. Let's look at the blue. So there's a lot of blues in here on this one. So this is a pastel light baby blue. And in that, even on top of this peach coral, oh, let me move the camera over because I zoomed in really far. Even on top of this peach coral, it's starting to pull, Mom, you see this? It's starting to pull those colors
That is so
really,
weird.
really nice.
So you see
on
that
it.
there, and then that's the actual color that you see on the spool. So you can see how these blend so well.
They eat up really what's around them, and that's why I chose this section. Now, Mom grabbed First Kiss, and that's a great option as well.
Yeah.
So this one's going to be that blush tone color. And because it has that pink, maybe if she can get the thread off the cone. Because
It's on there so good.
because it has that pink undertone,
I love
it's
that.
going to pull up all of those pinks, pastels, oranges, even sometimes reds for what's around it. So it's a great
Let's put on some
option
of that one.
to put on those, just
Yeah.
like that.
That blends really
Even
good.
on that orange, it gives it a little bit of a lighter tone, but when you pull that down, actually, if it's being stitched like that, it really lays in super duper nice.
So I definitely want to show bone like on some purple. So where's some purple
You
that
can
we
use
have?
this one right
Okay.
here. Yeah. Or even right here.
Yep.
You want to do that one or that
Purple
one?
and pink on both of them.
Okay.
Let's do both. And if you're liking these fabrics that you're seeing that we're showing on top, we carry all these fabrics in our pre-cuts.
Pre-cuts, yes. This is the Stonehenge Gradations line. All right. So this one is that purpley blue iridescent color. It's going to look like that. And when I lay those on all these different ones, this is a good one.
Yeah.
That turns almost lavender lilac on there. Here it's turning into an ice blue. Up here it's turning into a soft lavender
Yeah.
on that one as well. Even on that dark blue section there in the center, if Mom will point that out. for us right there. Even in that dark blue section, it's pulling in what's around it. So it's actually turning a little bit of that peachy color right here in the section. So it'd make a beautiful cornerstone pattern right here if we're doing some custom quilting.
Yeah, again, so it's funny. This is what that looks like, and those are the colors that but it's giving you all that look on the different colors that it's putting it on. That's why these colors that he picked are so amazing.
I love them. I love them.
All right, let's show some brighter stuff.
Okay. So let's say we are on this multicolor quilt. Lot of color going on here.
And these are the tonals?
This is the tonal trio line.
And we carry this line also on. If you end up liking this, we carry this on our website. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, we're getting into. Yeah, you should probably talk about that too.
Yeah,
you should
so
maybe go grab a few while you're doing that.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
I'll talk about this while you go grab
that.
that. Okay. So this is that pastel light yellow right here. That's really, really pale on that. But when we start to put these on all these different colors, even in the black section here in the back, it's starting to pull in those sections. So right here we're getting a really, really light lilac, but when we move up to, if I can grab the thread, if we move up here to the lime section, even with it being a yellow, because it has that light iridescent pull, it's refracting that color of what's around it on the fabric and slightly changing the thread to match it. So you can barely even see that right there, how it matches so well. So this would be a great option for an overall quilt job, or even if you're custom quilting it as you go. Sometimes a specific color itself isn't the right option that you need. Sometimes you just need a more standard staple color. That's where that gray is going to come in. That's going to go over all this whole thing. Let me zoom you out. That's going to fill up this whole section and eat every color around it as it goes. So this is a great overall quilting color as well. And that's just what I love so much about this collection and about these colors. And Mom's grabbed quite a few things for us. What you got?
Well, I just wanted to kind of go over, so we always used to be, we can go back onto the front too and show everything, talk really quick. Why I'm moving things around. I kind of just grabbed a few in the store. Of course, there's tons more. Let's go over here.
We're back.
Huh?
I said we're back.
We're back. Back. I was going to try to think of a song and then it come to me. Well, it kind of did, but I'm like, okay, I don't know if that's the right song.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, so let me set these up out of the way. These awesome collections.
Did you want to see the? So okay, so this is a signed one.
Yeah, so you actually do get a signed one when you purchase it, and because we want you to be able to have something fun. And he's so proud of this kit. And as a mom, I'm extremely proud of him that he was able to get this, work with Have & Dash to have a collection, and that he went with colors that would really work for the customer base, not just like, oh, I love all these colors, we'll just pick these. I mean, because if you're just looking at random colors, they have so many beautiful colors. But he actually picked colors that would work that you guys could use in your everyday quilting, because he really knows how well these work, because he's been doing it in his everyday quilting.
Everyday quilting, I use them like crazy.
You do.
And thank you to all of you that have already pre-bought the kit before we did a video on it. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, that meant a lot to him.
It's been cool seeing them fly out the door. That's been nice.
Exactly. Okay. So you have always known us as like wide back world, right? Like we have so many wide backs. We always are getting the new stuff in. And we have decided to kind of branch out a little bit, spread our branches, spread our wings, and go into some 45s. Yeah, spread our branches. Add some leaves to the branches. And go into some 45s and some pre-cuts. So we are trying to bring in more 45s. We're focusing more on the blender type of 45, so that way you can use that for everything. So just as an idea, I went to grab some out of the store. And you forget how heavy they are when you're grabbing a bunch of them at once. So, I mean, we were just talking about the new tonals that came in that were on this sampler. And then, we carry the Northcott stuff that they have. So you've got
the Stonehenge. We've got the Space Die
These
from
are really cool.
Figo.
Yeah, Figo.
Figo.
F-I-G-O.
Yeah, they've got a really pretty color line on this, a nice gradation, a nice slight ombre through it.
And it's really soft.
And it's really soft.
And then just some more of the...
This is part of the trio line of tonal from Patrick Loss of Northcott.
And then, of course, we have the full grunge line. Well, we have like 150 of them.
With more to come.
With more to come. So this I just grabbed these colors. These might not be the best colors I've grabbed, but they're pretty. Because I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Them. I love this color.
Yeah, I know. That one is really pretty. That would look really good with First Kiss, too.
That's cute. Oh, yeah, that would look good.
Yeah, when I looked at that, I was looking at First Kiss. So we carry, if you go to our website, we have tons of 45s on there now. We're going to be having even more towards the end of the year. Lots of 45s coming in. Just a little plug, they are on sale right now. But also,
At time of filming.
yeah, at time of filming. And we do have pre-cuts too. So when you're over there, look at all the different jelly rolls and layer cakes and charm packs.
Yes.
Just had to throw that in.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I love that.
Yeah. So do we have any questions on your collection?
We've got a few questions on what brand of thread is this collection based
Okay,
off of.
let's talk a little bit more about that.
So this is off of the Glide 40 weight thread. And where are you going?
I was seeing if I could hide behind it for you.
This is off the Glide 40 weight thread. And so kind of this, can I give the story? I guess I can give the story. Kind of the story behind this is,
Depends on the story.
it's a good story.
Okay, it's a good story.
The story behind this was I reached out to their team and I asked them if I could get just a set of these, and because I use these specifically,
Yeah.
and I really just want just a little box set just for those so I can put it up on my shelf, and it has turned into this whole thing. They were like, oh no, we got to go big. We got to do the whole thing. We got to name it and everything. So it's off of the Glide thread, again, the Corey Pearson Collection, available at lindas.com.
Exactly.
Signed,
Exclusively
limited
at our
edition.
website.
Yes.
So, but yeah, so it's really good thread. If you haven't used it, you can use it for, the nice thing about the Glide is you can use it for quilting and embroidery. So it's a multi-use thread.
Yeah.
For sure.
Which is really, really good also for embroidery. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
When you're working with those different colors, sometimes you have to get that very specific color, and when you have that blender iridescent thread in the cabinet, you can grab it and throw it on.
Exactly.
And it's going to work really
Yeah, it
well.
works really well for that.
Yeah.
Any more questions? We good?
I think everything's good. Everyone's just saying hello,
Hi,
watching us, seeing what we're up to, seeing what we're doing,
No, thanks
seeing what
for
I got myself
watching.
into.
God, you guys- we're always getting ourselves into something, you know.
Always on to something. That's what we do.
But yeah, so we just kind of wanted to bring that to you tonight so you could get an up close personal look at them. We've had questions about what does it look like, how would it look on this fabric. So we said, why not bring it, stitch it out, let you get a look at it so you know what you would be purchasing.
Definitely. So yes, please hop over to the website, grab one. I'll wait for you. I got time.
You got time? How much time?
I got time. I
Do you
got all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I got all the time.
So you have time to go to my house and help me clean and do the house
I
and
don't have
organize?
time. No, I have time for them. I don't have the time for that. I always have time for you,
I was
but
gonna say,
not
you
for
might wanna
cleaning the
rephrase
house.
that.
I know they were going to come for me in the comments. I know what they were about to do. But again, I really appreciate
No,
all of
he's
you,
an
and thank
awesome
you so
son.
much for this opportunity. This is fun for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, and as a mom, I'm really proud of him. So I'm glad that we could showcase it and show it to you, and you could kind of be in the joy with me. So
Just as a reminder, next week for After Hours, we will not be live. We will post a video on how we do a new version of binding.
okay.
Diana's going to do it.
And no, I'm not. And so why won't we be live?
So another cool thing, I got an amazing opportunity next week to be, I mean, this has been in the works for a while, but amazing opportunity to be teaching at Quilt Canada next week. So I'll be teaching freehand classes in the Inova classroom. I've got 3 different classes, and I'll be teaching them on those machines there in Canada. So my
Yeah.
first international trip for
That'll be
teaching.
for teaching. That'll be super fun. You guys are really lucky to get him up in Canada. He really enjoys it and he knows his stuff. So, alrighty.
pressure.
Well, let's
Thanks,
just
Mom. No pressure.
let's just send him off for the night.
Alrighty, well, thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time here on After Hours.